It's time for Throwback Thursday, where we rewind to the greatest moments, memories, and music of our Gen X past. I'm Paul Stressner, and every week we revisit classic episodes, rediscover hidden gems, and celebrate the pop culture that shaped us. So grab your mixtape or fire up the VCR, and let's take a trip back in time. Alright, my friends, buckle up, because this week's Throwback Thursday episode is full of pure glam metal chaos. We're diving into The Dirt, Netflix's wild, unfiltered biopic about the one and only Mötley Crüe. And this episode is extra special. It marks the very first appearance of my good friend Lizzie Newton on Return of the 80s. And Lizzie and I go way back to, say, 2012. And when she saw The Dirt, she texted me and said, "We have to talk about this." So we made it happen. She came over, we hung out, and eventually we hit record. Like most of our episodes together, this one was recorded in person, and it's the best way to capture our totally unfiltered, off-the-rails chemistry. With the rare exception of, a Zoom episode or two that we did with Dell. And this was also a true crossover moment with Lizzie's podcast, Liz Laugh Cry. And let me tell you, the vibes were electric. And this episode originally dropped on April 12th, 2019. And ever since then, every single one of Lizzie's appearances have become one of our most downloaded. And listeners can't get enough of her. And honestly, neither can I. She's hilarious, passionate, and full of hot takes. And to make it even better, Lizzie is an elder millennial. And she's a diehard Britney Spears fan and a full-on Swiftie. And that makes her take on Mötley Crüe and 80s hair metal even more fun. And we also spend some time talking about the legendary Ozzy Osbourne, who sadly passed away recently. And from the ants to the insanity, we gave Ozzy his proper tribute. And I want to say rest in peace to the one and only Prince of Darkness. Yes, this might be the only podcast in history where Freddie Mercury gets compared to Justin Timberlake, but I guess somehow it made it work. So let's crank up the volume, raise those devil horns, and get ready for one of the most fun, unfiltered episodes we've ever recorded. Let's get dirty with the dirt.
Hey everybody, this is PJ Farley.
And Steve Brown. And
From Trickster.
And you're listening to Return to the 80s. Crank it up, turn it up, and have fun.
Welcome to Return to the 80s.
Hello to my little friend. Hello.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Here's Johnny.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Return of the 80s. Paul Stressner here, and we have a very special episode because this is one of the rare instances where we have in-studio guest, and this is a good friend, IRL, I think as the kids say it in real life.
I think that's what the young kids are saying, the hip ones.
Yup. We have Lizzie Newton here. Hey, Lizzie.
Hey, Paul, thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I got excited when, as you can tell by the title of this episode, about The Dirt.
My new favorite movie. Mötley Crüe's #1 fan right here.
Who's your favorite before that? Taylor
Swift. Have you heard of her? I love her. Yeah, this is it was a eye-opening experience because it's my second favorite Tommy Lee movie I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, what's the first?
His movie with Pamela Anderson. So that's really all I knew about Mötley Crüe. And then they had a few songs that I recognized, and then I didn't realize their whole lifestyle, and I was just blown away by this movie. I was my mind was just, I couldn't even comprehend the rock star of it all.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Just the enormity of how famous and how much they didn't give a shit. And I was that is what I want to be.
I was so happy when you messaged me saying that you loved it.
Well, I saw it and I knew you were the first person I had to tell that I saw it because it was truly a masterpiece. And I know there are like some things in the movie that, you know, aren't like true to life.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah. Again, it's not a documentary, so yeah, it kind of drives me crazy when, you know, people get be too much of a stickler for
they're
it.
like emotionally invested in all the minute details.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody, which I also enjoyed a lot. And I didn't like Queen before I saw that movie. Like, I thought they were annoying. Like, I'm the worst. I remember I went to a Panic at the Disco concert, and they did Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was like, why are they doing this 15-minute song? This is so boring. And then I saw the movie, and I was like, this guy is amazing. He loves cats, as do I. And, like, he's truly... I just have this fascination with the rock star. And I just think him, like, Frank... What is his name? Freddie Mercury? I
yeah.
call him Frankie. We were talking about Frankie Muniz earlier. Okay. Is such a rock star, and he, like, doesn't give a shit, but he knows his worth. And, like, that, to me, is, like, the epitome of, like, why I love famous people.
Yeah.
Just conceited, and they own it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
So, you were born in the very late 80s.
1988.
Yep.
September 7th.
Fellow Virgo.
Yep, I am a Virgo. I'm not really sure what that means.
Yeah, I don't either.
You're more Virgo-y than I am because you seem to be very clean, organized. Those are not traits I possess.
So you don't have that many memories of the 80s, or no memories of the 80s?
None.
But yeah.
No, zero.
So this was like totally new to you, because there's no bands out there, artists out there, or anything like that anymore.
Zero.
Especially with all the social media, everybody with their phones and everything, so everybody has to be careful these days.
The only thing I know about classic rock is the music that I play at the gym. And there's a few songs that I really like, and they all tend to be hair metal. And let me tell you, my hair, when I get out of the shower, it looks like Axl Rose. There's this filter on Snapchat where it has a guitar, and my friend put a cigarette emoji in my mouth and made me look like Axl Rose, and I'll never live it down. But, you know, we get that same wavy blonde hair, and so, you know, the hair, the bigger the better. I think we need to bring that back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. So, I guess we could talk about the movie itself a little bit. I believe the book was written by I think they all did like a part of it. So as you're watching it, you know, you notice that like each one is kind of narrating it a little bit.
Yeah, I liked how they all had their own story, and you kind of got to see where they came from.
Yeah.
So you read the actual book?
No, I've just heard about it, because there's that book, and then Nikki Sixx had a book before
I want to read that
the Heroin
book.
Diary. So yeah, I want to read that one.
Yeah,
too.
that sounds right up my alley. I've never done heroin, but I dabbled in drug use in my 20s, so I feel like I can relate. Now that I'm in recovery and I'm sober, I feel like I could relate to that book. And in his interview that he did on that podcast, I just really appreciate him saying he's in recovery, and like putting that message out is really important to a lot of people. So. Yep.
Yeah, you talk about the Eddie Trunk, the podcast where
yes.
Yeah, so there's a podcast where when The Dirt came out, Eddie Trunk had Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx, and then the actors from the movie.
Douglas Booth, the British one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's so beautiful, very symmetrical.
And then, do you watch Game of Thrones?
No, I don't have HBO.
Oh, okay. The one that played Mick Mars, the older guy, the lead guitarist, he was played by a guy that's totally evil on Game of Thrones.
Oh,
like
really?
Yeah.
So, well, that's a good transformation from Game of Thrones to Rockstar Games.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's amazing how these British people, they can, you know, pull off the American accents.
Yeah, they're just more refined than we are. They can really transform.
Yeah.
So what was your first impressions of the movie as an avid fan for longer than 2 weeks?
Yeah. I guess I should explain like my fandom of them.
Yes. Start from the beginning. Enlighten me.
In the beginning.
What's your relationship with Mötley Crüe?
At early age, I think the first tape I ever got was Kiss Unmasked, and then my second one was AC/DC Back in Black. So
Back in Black! Hit the sack. Sorry, I'm gonna say a story. I had a crush on a guy who only wore AC/DC shirts. He had 2 shirts, this boy, and I loved him. So I pretended to really like AC/DC. I never really did. But I don't know what happened to that boy. But carry on.
So like right off the bat, I was like into rock music, and then we were talking before the podcast album, like I was into Van Halen and everything, and then Van Halen came out with 1984, and just before that, Mötley Crüe came out with their Shout at the Devil album. So I just totally fell in love with them. They were like raw, really hard and heavy compared to the stuff that was out at that time. I mean, you go back to those early 80s, there was nobody that really sounded like that. And it was just this boom, like Quiet Riot was like my favorite band at the time. Def Leppard was hitting it big with Pyromania. So, and then I love Jump by Van Halen, but they seem to be like falling back a little bit when all these hard rock bands were coming around. So there was one Christmas, I always got cassette tapes for Christmas and birthdays and everything. So I had a choice between Shout at the Devil or 1984. So I chose Shout at the Devil. I'd say that was a great choice because every single song on that cassette is awesome. And then that was their second one. The first one, oh no, it's leaving my head now. Too Late for Love? Shoot. All right, I'm gonna look it up.
Well, I'm gonna insert a story while we look it up.
Okay.
So in between my huge obsession with Britney Spears, which has never ended, I went through a super emo phase in high school where I was really into like the Ramones and the Sex Pistols and the Clash, and I cut all my hair off and I dyed it black, and I never thought I would ever do that. In the meantime, I was still obsessed with Britney Spears. So I thought it was really interesting how in the movie they were talking kind of about like the Pistols and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I know who that is, and how it, like punk evolved into like, it didn't evolve into hair bands, but like it's what came beforehand, like that kind of like attitude of like, I don't give a fuck. You know, and the whole like smashing stuff and anarchy and just like doing whatever you want, wearing whatever you want, skinny jeans. They started that, you know, like it all kind of came together because like I'm not into like Pink Floyd or like classic rock, but I do love like punk music.
Yeah,
you know,
it did kind of evolve between that and then kind of branched off. Though it either went like hard rock or went into the new wave.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
I just love the attitude of it.
Yep. Yeah, so Too Fast for Love. I'm thinking Too Late for Love.
Oh, okay. No, you got it.
Yeah. I was confusing that with Def Leppard's Too Late. Too Late for Love.
You can sing it out. Express your emotions.
But yeah, Too Fast for Love had my favorite song by them on it, Live Wire. And then I was glad they were playing that a lot in the movie.
free, a little bit better than it used to be, 'cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive.
That was the one when they got Vince Neil.
Yeah.
I think that was like the first song that he sang. So yeah, that was like always one of my favorite songs. So I loved those first two albums, but then kind of like they kind of went mainstream after that. So like Theater of Pain. I loved Home Sweet Home, but that'd be like the only song I like on that. And then after that was Girls, Girls, Girls. I mean, that kind of got overplayed. Like they were getting mainstream, so all these songs were getting played over and over and over again.
Who sang "Hot for Teacher"? Is this the same band?
That's Van Halen.
Okay,
yeah.
so they were similar for sure.
Yeah, right in the same generation and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. But then Dr. Feelgood came out in '89.
That is a feel good song.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes you feel alright. He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood. Cops on the corner always ignore somebody getting paid. Jimmy's got a wild lost for high, got a lady in jail. Got a little hideaway, does business all day, but at night he lost the bound. Sell sugar to the sweet people on the street. Call this Jimmy's town. He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes you feel alright. He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood. He's gonna be your Frankenstein. I've got one thing you'll understand. Dr. Feelgood. He's not what you call a glamorous man. Dr. Feelgood. Got one thing that's easily understood. Dr. Feelgood. He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. Oh yeah.
I loved that album, so I was glad they came back. But then after that, that's when Vince Neil left, and then the whole grunge thing happened.
Oh, the Nirvana of it all?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved Nirvana.
Oh no!
What do you mean, no?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Show's over.
I love him so much. I went through a phase. I was really sad. And I just needed somebody to be sad with me. You know? Do you think is he wimpy? Is it like wimpy music? Like
I think
Silverchair? Or like my high school days.
I think the problem was that all our music started disappearing. So
Yeah.
So like Nirvana hit it so big, so then all the sound alikes came on, like Pearl Jam, Creed, like all that, Nickelback.
Ooh.
Although that came later on.
You know what? People hate on Nickelback, but they have that song about like living your best life. Oh, if this was your last day, and that song is a banger. Like,
Yeah.
I'll play that in spin class and make people cry. It is such a good song.
If today was your last day, tomorrow was too late, could you say goodbye to yesterday? Would you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past. Donate every dime you had. If today was your last day.
Yeah, I actually don't mind Nickelback. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, you
A lot
can't
of
admit
people,
it in public, but like in your car, you can listen to whatever Nickelback song you want.
Yeah, I think the problem is like a lot of their songs sound alike. And
Yeah.
I think that's like a lot of criticism about a lot of the music today too. There's like a lot that kind of sounds.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
There's like, what is it? Khalid and somebody else sound exactly Post Malone. I get those people confused a lot just by the way that their voices sound.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all the same 5 people on the radio, like Halsey, Ariana Grande. Taylor has yet to put anything out recently, which I'm annoyed with. But who else is famous? Like hardly anybody. And then there's like Nickelodeon people who are famous. Even like the Selena Gomez and the Mileys are kind of like out. Like they're almost like too old now, which is weird.
Right. Yeah.
But I still listen to Hannah Montana music. I'm not gonna lie. I never saw the show, but she's a feminist. I'm into it. Now, wasn't there a hair band Heart?
Yeah.
I love Heart.
Yeah, they're one of my favorites.
I know like 2 songs. They're great.
They came out in the 70s. They were big in the 70s, and they had their biggest hits in the 80s, but I guess that was like a bad time for them because that they felt like that wasn't them because that was when MTV was getting big and everything, so they had to put Nancy out in front of everything because they're criticizing like body shaming Anne a little bit and trying to get her to lose weight and all that. So
rude.
Yeah.
That would not happen today. No, that's one thing that's good about 2019 is I think we're a little more open. Mm-hmm. Like, especially, like, not to go on a tangent, but, like, I'm going to anyway. Like, I love the Kardashians. Like, they might not be big, bodacious women, but they made it okay for people to have an ass. You know? And, like, I appreciate that as a woman. Like, it's okay to not... Because before them, it was all about, like, Nicole Richie and being, like, heroin chic and, like, super skinny. But the Kardashians made it okay to, like, not be super skinny.
Yep.
So, just food for thought, literally. Eat your food and have some thoughts. Like they are great. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, no, I totally get it. But I think at some point, like so many things like get manufactured and like get put out in the music world because it is popular. So having Mötley Crüe be one of those first bands to kind of do their thing, like legitimize them as like legends, you know. And it's cool to have living legends.
Yep.
I'll never forget. Kiss was on Cribs once, MTV Cribs, and you're just like, wow, they still make so much money.
Yeah.
Like all those royalties, like I can't even imagine. Ugh, I wish I was one of their kids. No offense, Mom. Like, I really wish Vince Neil was my dad. Is that his name?
Yeah, for you talk about Gene Simmons, you talk about Kiss or Mötley Crüe?
No, Vince Neil.
Oh, yeah.
That's his full name. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's kind of what happened with the whole grunge thing. Nirvana was so good, so then everybody else was doing that. So then all the bands that we like, it was a combination of the musical taste shifting and probably just like the natural lifespan of a band. Like Vince Neil got kicked out. Poison was like kind of similar to them, and CC DeVille and Bret Michaels got in a fight, and so then CC was out of the band. So they weren't the same after that. They came out with an album, and it was like a little bit darker, so they didn't sound the same anymore. So
band dynamics are tough.
Yeah.
Like there's constantly people like rotating out, and then when it's like 30 years later and people die and you have to like replace them.
Yep.
Like Adam Lambert's filling in for Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Not Frankie Mercury. That must be a good show though. I love Adam Lambert.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel because they're actually touring. So Queen was one of my favorite bands. So it's, I don't know. Even with Brian May there and Roger Taylor, it still feels like
the same.
Yeah, it feels like a Queen cover band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the type of band that if any of them left, it's not Queen anymore. So like Freddie even had his solo career, but it still wasn't Queen. Like the voice that he had, it still wasn't the same as when
kind
he's
of
with
like
the
how
guys.
Justin Timberlake, when he left NSYNC and did his solo career, it's still great, but it's just not the same.
Oh, really?
That's my analogy I'm going to use in this situation.
All right. Something you don't hear on Return of the 80s too often. Freddie Mercury getting compared to Justin Timberlake.
I'm so ashamed. I stand Justin though. He's great.
But yeah, so like even at the beginning of the movie, you can just see the lifestyle they have with the partying and orgies. Basically,
it was the best.
It was kind of shocking the way that it started.
Could
right
you
off
imagine
the bat.
like that was before there were all these crazy STDs, and they were just like doing whatever they wanted. Yeah. But you know what? Like they were still a great artist, though. And you know what that kills me about rock stars, and what also I'm fascinated with, is like they're so cool and they're so powerful, but yet they make these songs that have so much emotion and feelings in them, and you're just like, I guess you are a sensitive soul, you know? Yep. But they still like fuck mad bitches and have no feelings, and that's so crazy to me. But I love it. Like you know, sex, drugs, rock and roll, do it up. It was the 80s. Things were fun then.
Yep.
And you don't have to worry about Snapchat or like anybody taking pictures of you, and like it was just good times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, even back in the day, we heard about them trashing the hotel rooms and everything.
That's a little rude, but like, it's okay.
Yeah, but just to, like, actually see it now, like, you hear about it, but then when you see it in action, it's like, wow.
Like, when they threw the TV out in that guy's car, like, did they know that guy, or is that a stranger?
No, it was a stranger. They
yeah,
didn't
that's
care.
so mean.
Because they actually talked about that on that Eddie Trunk interview. He asked if they really hit cars and stuff, and then I think it was Tommy Lee said, well, yeah, we needed a target. He said we could never do that these days because they just got those flat screen TVs. Back then you had those big huge boxes.
Yeah. And they were talking about how, like, before the show, like, they would be, you know, partying, and like nowadays, like, Maroon 5 is backstage drinking their green juice. I was like, that is so funny. It's just like the era of Rockstar was so different back then, but so cool.
Yeah.
Like, how does that affect, like, were you in high school at that time?
Yeah.
Like, what was high school? Like, did you want to, like, emulate these people? Like, what did you dress? Did you try to dress like them? Because they dress like drag queens. Like if drag queens were men. Like, that's what they would dress like.
Oh, a lot of people had, like, the hair and everything.
Like the headband, the bandana.
Yeah,
the
that.
tight
Even just, like,
jeans.
the jeans, the
Do you
big
wear
hair
band
and everything.
t-shirts?
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah.
Cutoffs?
Yep. Yeah, I've had
Very
all those.
cool.
Yeah, all the rock and roll t-shirts. I used
Doc
to,
Martens, was that a thing? Maybe more 90s.
Yeah, I think that's more 90s. But that's another thing too with those bands of like the 70s and 80s. You had like the cool logos and everything. So you'd have your notebook in school and you'd like, you know, draw all the logos on them. So
Even the way that they came up with the name. Do you remember what the original names were? Christmas? Was that?
oh crap! Yeah, they had some good ones. I can't remember.
Wasn't it Christmas?
Something like that?
I feel like it was.
Yeah, but it was spelled. Wasn't it spelled differently? Oh man, after
Maybe it wasn't Christmas. I feel like it was.
Yeah,
though.
they had some funny. I don't know if those were real ones that they had come up with, but it sure sounded like it.
Yeah, but then when they changed it and like put like the, is it like German to have like the two dots above the U or the E or both?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, my last name, that was originally what it was. Instead of having the E, it had the, I think it's umlaut. It's called. It had the two dots over the O in my name.
Oh, really?
But then when my great grandfather moved here, they removed that and changed it.
Oh, you need to put that back.
That would have been so cool.
Please.
Well, that would be tough typing on keyboards and stuff.
Just get a European one.
Yeah.
They have those already like put in. We got an extra key in there.
Yeah, again, another cool thing I liked about the movie was there were differences that didn't happen in real life, but then they would like break the fourth wall. They say like with the was the manager, they had two managers or something, and then said, "Oh, we had this other guy," and then all of a sudden you see this guy pop out of the blue, and he'd explain that they had two, but just for the point of the story, it's easier to do.
Like when they fired the manager, it wasn't because he brought the mom to the hotel.
Right.
They fired him because he was more into Bon Jovi, managing Bon Jovi, than into Mötley Crüe.
Yeah.
And not to relate this back to boy bands, but a lot of them, like Lou Pearlman managed NSYNC and Backstreet Boys at the same time, and NSYNC was pissed that he was giving Backstreet was mad that Lou Pearlman was giving NSYNC more attention. You know, the same way that Mötley Crüe was pissed that their manager was giving Bon Jovi more attention.
Yep.
So, I mean, boy bands, I don't want to call Mötley Crüe a boy band and offend anybody, but, like, they kind of were.
Yeah, I'd rather call them a boy band than Backstreet Boys and NSYNC rock bands.
That's true. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I'd love to see that fight.
Oh, man.
Have a fist fight with them.
I would pay to see that. Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine? Can we just get, like, a Coachella-type, like, festival with just all, like, men in bands? Like, there's just nothing better. So good. So who was the main, like, who mainly wrote the songs? Because
I think Nicky.
Yeah, so he was like the struggling, like, emotional one. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
I feel like me and him would get along. And he seems like, is he the one, he has, like, kids and stuff, and he, like, talks to them. He's like, I'm not gonna have, like, the drug talk with my kids, because, like, obviously, like, I don't want them to do drugs. But, like, coming from my background, like, it sounds really messed up when I tell them not to do drugs, you know?
Yeah.
So I really liked him as a person, and I like the Douglas Booth actor.
Yeah.
He's British.
Yep. Yeah, so, like, I'm glad that Nicky seems to, like, clean himself up and everything.
Totally. Because it's hard to do, especially, like, when you have all that money and everything at your disposal and girls just want to blow you under the table. Like, why wouldn't you say yes to that, you know? So, like, good for him. Yeah. And, yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the movie, and life has changed.
Yeah. And it's amazing that they're all still alive.
And they all, like, took part in making the movie, too.
Yeah.
So it was, like, still, like, relatively close to home.
Yeah, yeah. And there's even a lot of the rock bands that toured with them, and they said, "Oh yeah, that's like really what it was like."
The Ozzy Osbourne of it all.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna get into that too.
Oh man,
they were amateurs compared to him.
What a weirdo.
They need to make a movie of him. Never mind, Mötley Crüe.
Well, first we have that Elton John movie coming out soon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's a musical. I don't know. It's called Rocket Man. I'll let you know what I think about it. But the trailer makes me cry.
Oh.
I don't even really like Elton John besides Candle in the Wind and the Lion King song. But other than that, where was I going with this?
The movies, like the making Elton John movie. About you talking about Ozzy?
Yes. Okay. So I'm only familiar with his work on the MTV show.
Oh yeah.
But like, I feel like we're starting to get a lot of documentaries or like movies based on living rock stars, which is really interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
So an Ozzy one, I don't know if I'm ready for it, but I'm not. Actually, I'm not ready because that was gross. In case you don't know what we're talking about, he drank his own pee off the cement.
Yeah, we licked it right off. Yeah.
And then. Was it Tommy Lee peed on the floor too?
Yeah, the pool.
I can't even believe I'm saying this. He drank Tommy Lee's piss too. So, I mean, that was weird.
Yeah, well...
while wearing a dress.
Yes.
I'm so confused.
Well, even before that, there were ants walking around on the ground.
Oh, I forgot.
He got a straw and he snorted the ants.
I'm going to be real with you. I would rather drink Tommy Lee's pee than snort ants. If I had to choose, gun to my head.
And they said that he really did that too, so it wasn't an exaggeration.
You can't make that up. So gross. What a weirdo. What are your thoughts on Ozzy Osbourne?
He's another one that I loved growing up. I actually didn't know much about Black Sabbath, but I was more familiar with them when he had his solo career. And yeah, he was great. And then his lead guitarist Randy Rhoads, have you heard of him? He died in a plane crash. Oh,
that's so upsetting.
Yeah.
Was that recently?
No, that was in 84.
So was that before or after he drank the pee?
Oh, before. Oh, that's a good question.
I want to know what triggered this behavior, because this is just so bizarre.
Oh no, but he got that was going on way before, because if
was he born this way?
Maybe.
How did he make it to this country? Is Black Sabbath a British band?
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
yep.
so they're all British. Gotcha.
Yeah. And so, like, I guess that's saying something if you get kicked out of Black Sabbath for being too wild. Yeah,
crazy.
He'd like, they'd have shows and then like he wouldn't show up, or he'd be like hours late and everything. So they just couldn't take it anymore. So I think they finally booted him.
Does he have a book?
I don't know if
he's
he'd be able to.
He's a strange man.
If he did, it wouldn't be one that I would imagine that he would be able to write.
No. His poor wife. Like, I mean, she's doing great for herself. She's still on, like, The Talk or The Chew or whatever's on the TV.
Yeah. But I think if it wasn't for her, he'd be dead.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think he's probably sleeps in an oxygen chamber. Like, that's what's keeping him alive. Because, like, after all these rock stars do all these drugs, it's like, how are they not dead?
Yeah.
A lot of them die.
Yep.
You know, like, Mac Miller recently passed away. Demi Lovato, we almost literally lost Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
She was a Disney star.
Yep.
Like, I loved her on Camp Rock. Like, not to go back to the Disney of it all, but, like, damn, we were really losing some rock stars. So these guys really pulled through. They are true warriors living through what they lived through.
Yep.
I really admire their strength to get through that time of their lives, because it was freaking wild.
Yeah.
Wild. And they are still alive. And Tommy Lee just married that young girl.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh my gosh, she was a Vine star. Vine is like this app where you make 6-second videos, and allegedly she's very funny. I'm sure she is. She's very nice. I'm just jealous. She's like 31 or 32, and they are betrothed. They're married. And this is what, his like 4th wife? Well, also that girl who played
Heather Locklear
was beautiful.
She looked just like her.
Just like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, you would think that it would be like they did with Princess Leia and that movie, like the computer generated and stuff. But yeah, it looked just like her. Yeah.
Also, those guys were like young when they got married.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. It's very, Justin Bieber of them. Because he got married. He's young. He even might be older than they were at the time.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And they were married for like, they pulled it out longer than like Britney Spears was married to Jason Alexander for like 48 hours. And like Tommy Lee was married to Heather Locklear for a while, a couple years.
Yeah.
She's like not doing well.
Yeah.
I just love her though. I love a celebrity with a mugshot.
And then like after that, he was with it didn't even show her in it, but he was with Pamela Anderson.
Yep.
Well, hence your first favorite movie.
Oh yes. I've only seen the free clips online. I've never paid for it.
Yeah, I also remember that car accident clearly too with Vince Neil.
Oh, that came out in the news?
Yeah, that was so horrible.
Can you walk me through it? Because I didn't really understand.
They were... there was like the 2 bands. Oh, all right, I'm gonna have to look this up now. I hate this one. I know it, but then it ends up leaving my head.
I know 2 guys in the band were driving the car, and one of them.
Yeah. Vince Neil was driving the car. He was drunk.
And who was the other guy in the car? He was another band member.
Yeah, for another band.
Oh, a different, not Mötley Crüe.
No.
I was so confused.
Oh, this is driving me crazy.
You drive me crazy. I just can't sleep. I'm so.
Oh, he and Roy Rocks. I think they were touring together.
Yeah.
So one of the guys from that band, this is because they had run out of alcohol, God forbid, at the party. So then
I hate it when that happens.
So Vince and
all you have left is drugs. That's just gonna keep you awake. How are you gonna go to sleep?
Yeah, you need something a downer.
Yeah. If they had Postmates, they could have ordered it through an app. But this was, what, 1987?
84.
84, can't do it.
So
that was so sad.
Yeah, it was the other band's drummer, Razzle Dingley. And, and actually it didn't show it, like, that accident happened. And then actually the car that they hit, both of the passengers in that car, they ended up having brain damage.
So how did he did not go to jail?
No, which I am so confused about, that he ended up
truly
getting like a slap on the wrist.
This might be like Lori Loughlin and how she paid $500,000 to get her kid into USC, and she probably won't even go to jail. Yeah. And now they just filed charges against her for money laundering. And because she's married to the Target Massimo guy, she's definitely not going to go to prison. Famous people don't go to jail. Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah, I think it was 30 days in jail for him.
But, like, you literally killed people.
Yeah.
Probably should do a little bit of jail time.
Yeah. And probably not even a month later, Rick Allen, the drummer from Def Leppard, he was in a car accident that was really bad. It wasn't drinking and driving. He was speeding, and then he ended up losing his arm.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, did you know about him?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
what did he do? Did he play the drums?
Yeah, he was a drummer.
He was a drummer?
Yeah.
You can't do that with one hand.
Oh, he figured out a way.
How?
he
Got an
arm? He has like extra drum pedals. So he designed this thing, and
see,
he's still with them. So
good for him. That is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he learned his lesson.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a hard lesson to learn. That sucks.
Yeah. And like I said, I wasn't drinking and driving. He was speeding in a sports car or something. But it happened like within a month of each other that these two accidents happened.
Thank God for Uber.
Yeah. So, yeah, Def Leppard, that would be another one. I wouldn't be surprised if they...
We're brainstorming ideas, people. If you want to make some movies, ask us.
Well, that's another band that were all still together except for their lead guitarist, Steve Clark. For Def Leppard, he ended up committing suicide. He was like had drug problems and stuff, and
so sad.
Yeah, so and he was a really good guitarist. But other than that, they're all still touring. I just saw them last year.
Really?
Yeah, and they still rock like unbelievable. So.
Ugh, the energy.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think they're drinking green juice now?
I would think so. I would hope so.
Probably. They probably learned their lesson.
Yeah. Oh, if you see the lead guitar, one of the lead guitarists, Phil Collin, he's like chiseled and everything, and
really?
he's probably like in his 60s.
They still got those fast metabolisms.
yeah.
Fuck them. That's not fair.
Well, they're out there every night on stage.
And those girls are probably like, oh yeah, I love you.
Oh, we need a video over here of you.
Yeah, right? It's me though. Yeah, they can get all the girls they want. And who was it that they banged Pete Davidson's girlfriend before the show? He was like, where's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, she's back there. And then she's getting slammed by some Mötley Crüe guy.
Yeah, Vince Neil.
Neil.
That was another thing that really happened, but it happened after a show. But
oh, not right before.
Yeah, so that's like one of those things that they changed the stuff
not
around.
to be disgusting, but like I couldn't bang somebody before a show because I would need to take a nap. So I don't know. I understand there were a lot of drugs involved, but like these guys really kept it going, and they must have smelled really bad. Like they could not have been clean after like all the stuff that they were doing. Like after a rock show, it's probably the last time I'd want to sleep with a guy. Like after all that jumping around, I know it's gross.
Well, the people that were with was probably a lot of it too, though. So
true, true.
Yeah, and what else happened in the movie? Oh, Vince Neil's daughter, wasn't that heartbreaking?
Heartbreaking.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, unbelievable. I don't even know if they said it in the movie, but she ended up getting that cancer because the groundwater where they lived was all contaminated.
Oh my gosh, it's like Aaron Brockovich.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah.
Wow.
And that shit's still going on today. Unbelievable.
You know, we could go into a whole thing about conspiracy theories, which I have no evidence on at all. But like, sometimes I really think our own government's trying to kill us. Mm-hmm. Frightening.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do to help it. That's just awful.
Yeah. I mean, look at Monsanto, but they got sued. The guy that got cancer, and they proved it was like from Monsanto, so they were actually able to sue Monsanto, and that never happened. Even the tobacco companies never really got sued themselves, but so yeah, maybe
people would try to sue a tobacco company for selling cigarettes.
Yeah, with the cancer and everything. So yeah.
Well, take this as a PSA, people. Don't smoke, or just do whatever you want, but just take the consequences. Are people gonna hate me?
Eat organic.
Be Kourtney Kardashian. Only eat organic and put Manuka honey on your face. It's very expensive, but it'll make your skin be very glowy. That was beauty time with Lizzie. That's all I know.
Yes, this is a crossover episode.
Yes, we've covered a lot of bases.
Because I don't even think we mentioned Lizzie has a podcast.
I do. It's called Liz Laugh Cry. And that's all you need to know. Sometimes we cry. Sometimes we laugh. We usually go over celebrity-related stuff and some shows on Bravo. Things I'm very passionate about.
Yep.
Cats. Mostly. But I'm just a huge fan of music and celebrity and the whole thing. I never enjoyed watching the news, but I always enjoyed Access Hollywood. You know?
Yep, that's your
Still, it's just the best. Life is too sad to focus on things that make you sad, you know?
Yep.
So just blast some music that reminds you of the good times and just drive down the road and everything's okay. Like, what's your favorite song to listen to when you're sad? But you want to be happy. Like, what's your favorite song to listen to when you're happy? Like, you're in a great mood. Like, what's your go-to? Not even song, just like band. Whatever.
Probably Journey.
Journey.
Yep.
Oh, I love Journey. Oh, so good. Don't Stop Believing.
Yep.
What a great message.
Yeah.
A Wheel in the Sky. What else do they have?
And as overplayed as Don't Stop Believing is, I can listen to it all the time.
It could be on repeat, and every time it came out, I'd be like, yes! It's the greatest song of all time, because it truly is.
Yep.
Greatest song of all time.
Survivor is another band that I love, but you always hear Eye of the Tiger, but they have so many other great songs.
Do they?
Yeah,
This is the other one I know.
Yeah, Can't Hold Back is like my favorite by them. So they had two different lead singers, and they were both really good. So,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I appreciate a band that plays instruments. I really
Yeah.
like 5 Seconds of Summer.
Oh, yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Because I love, like, Good Charlotte's Simple Plan, and turns out 5 Seconds of Summer is now writing songs for those bands.
Oh.
Good Charlotte is my favorite band. I've seen them 7 times.
I like them. Yeah, they rock.
They
yeah.
do rock,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
nice guys, and I just like love them. I mean, there's a reason why Benji's married to Cameron Diaz. He's probably an amazing person, you know. And like Joel's married to Nicole Richie. I just love them so much, and like it's like I don't know if they partied a lot or whatever, but like they were young when they came out, and like now they're like nearing 40, and they're still just like touring all the time, all over the world.
Yeah, as they came out in like the late 90s, right? And they were
like,
probably like pushing 20 years
yeah,
now.
for sure.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, rock music doesn't really get played on the radio much.
No, it doesn't.
Like, I was so aggravated. That's one of the award shows. The best rock song was that Royals by Lord. They're considering that a rock song.
I mean, just because it has like instrument sounds in it doesn't mean that actual instruments were played to make that music.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, look, I like 5 Seconds of Summer.
They're good. They're cute. They're from Australia. But other than that, like, who plays instruments? Coldplay. I mean, but they're not even like making like.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not really a Coldplay person.
Yeah. But
I really have to go back in my brain. I mean, I recently did a spin class that was Imagine Dragons and One Republic.
Oh yeah.
Same band. You cannot tell them apart, but they're very good. Both of them.
Yeah.
Are very good bands. And the lead singer of One Republic writes a lot of songs for Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
With Taylor Swift. Sorry, she writes all of her own music. Mm-hmm. Truly.
Yeah.
Love her. But I think musicianship is something that is severely lacking these days. I can't make music, but I appreciate people who can. Yeah. So that's why seeing The Dirt and like going back and like seeing Stardom is really cool for me. Mm-hmm. So
you know who plays like a lot of the instruments is a lot of the country bands these days.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them that rock. Like you could tell they were influenced by like these arena rock groups.
You know
and
who
stuff.
has a "Kickstart My Heart" cover is my goodness, Rascal Flatts.
Oh really?
It is so good. It starts with that. It's awesome.
Oh, wow.
It's great.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
wow.
It's really good. It's a good song.
that's funny. Country bands covering them, and they're covering Madonna like a virgin.
Oh my god, lost my mind. I love Madonna. Love her. I saw her with Adriana, our friend, like 6 years ago at the Garden in Boston. Last row, worst seats. She was 2.5 hours late.
I was gonna ask you how late she was.
I didn't even care. Just to be in the presence, she's just like mind-blowing what she's done for women. And people don't give her enough credit. She like totally is like super feminist and like amazing and taught me how to Vogue, and like that's important to me. Love her.
Yeah, I loved her early stuff. She's one of those that it was kind of like the same timeline as Mötley Crüe. Like she started off good, like they did it around the same time, and then I was kind of like getting bored. And then also she came back with like a prayer.
Yeah,
that was around the same time.
And even a little after with Ray of Light.
Oh, the whole I liked her in the
really
90s.
good.
She had good songs in the 90s. Yeah.
But then something happened. I don't know if it was the Kabbalah. Was that the religion she got into? I think it was. It was something weird. And something happened. She, I mean, but granted, she's like almost 60. So, like, girlfriend, do whatever you want. But, I mean, yeah. 80s, 90s Madonna is everything.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah, and even I think when she talks about it, she played a lot of those. She mixes it up good. She played some of those old songs, right? And then.
Oh, yeah. She did all of her, like, original songs, but like
so it's not like she's like turning her back on the 80s or anything like that.
She embraced it. I mean, she knows that's why people are like going to see her, because if she came out singing Bitch I'm Madonna, I'd be like, girlfriend, I know, but like, can you sing Holiday please? So she was wonderful. Definitely, like, that was on my bucket list, so check that off. Love her. So Mötley Crüe, are they going on tour? Probably.
They just did their farewell tour, so they just finished.
Good for them.
And so they weren't, because I think a lot of it too has to do with Mick Mars with his back, because you can see in the movie even then he was already having back problems when he was young.
Right in the beginning.
Yeah, and now he's like older with all his traveling and stuff. I think it's gotten to him, so I think that's why.
Self-care is very important.
Yeah.
I really give these guys a lot of credit, because they'll be like 70 years old and still touring. Like, how old is Billy Joel?
Yeah.
He definitely sleeps in an oxygen
70s.
chamber.
Yeah.
I just feel like all these guys are like Michael Jacksoning it, like they go to bed in a casket full of like oxygen, just keeping them young. But it's like they must really love touring, because they're so, no offense, they're so old. They should not be touring, but they love it so much. Like, what are they going to do with an extra $2 million for the next 10 years of their life? Like, they don't need it.
Yeah.
But they love it, and they're giving back their entire life. They're doing these things for other people. It's charitable.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
They are Mother Teresa.
And they still sound good too.
Amazing.
Yeah. There's like a lot of bands that kind of like fade out. It's like, oh, you should have quit years ago. But I think Mötley Crüe, even though Vince Neil looks like he's like he got really big and sickly looking.
And he's unbotched.
Yeah.
With all the plastic surgery he's had.
Yeah. But he's still, I think his voice still sounded. I watched that last concert that they did. I think they did the last one in Los Angeles, fittingly. And yeah, they were really good.
Killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, in my brain, I don't know if your brain works like this, but like the 80s to me was 10 years ago. But like realistically, it was like 30 years ago.
Yeah,
is that
almost
right?
40 years
like,
ago now.
Actually crazy. So it's just insane to think that these people are still like, they're doing it.
Yep.
It's inspiring.
Yeah, like when I saw Def Leppard, they sounded exactly like they did back in 82,
It's
83.
so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Could you imagine just being a rock star and having people love you? They don't even know you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. I want that. Please love me.
And that's another thing too with these bands from the 80s. They have like newer fans too, so they have, you know, my generation, and then they have these, you see little kids at these concerts, especially like Journey and stuff.
Yeah, with the cool parents who let them go to cool
Yeah,
concerts.
exactly, yeah.
They put the headphones over them, you know, just so they don't hurt their brains. I aspire to be like that one day.
Yeah, unfortunately, this was all the music that I like, so I couldn't go to concerts when I was that young.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, I can imagine what that would have been like. Those were the days.
Good old days.
Yep. Is there anything else about the...
It just kind of ended, you know? They're like still making music.
Yeah, I think there were
They
like
took a
4
couple
new songs.
breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, they had, they didn't really focus on it. They did have an album with another lead singer.
Yeah.
It didn't do as well because, you know.
Well, after that whole car accident thing and like Vince needing to be like sober and not drinking, I spent a lot of time in this movie like reflecting on like who wasn't drinking and who was at what point. And it was when Nicky like came out of, because it looked like he got Narcan or something. I don't know if they had Narcan in the 80s, but like after he overdosed and they like brought him back to life, and then he went home and then like stuck a needle right back in his arm, and he's like, that's when I knew I had a problem. And then like he turned his life around, and like the whole thing with Vince and like their sobriety, and like as a band they were like, this isn't us, you know, because a couple of them, they're still so young, they're not ready to like slow down, but they were still making music and making hits, so it's like, you know, that they're internally so talented. And it was cool to see. Like even in the Queen movie they did that too, where they were like hanging out in a studio where there's actual instruments, and it wasn't like 15 production guys,
right?
You know, like it was actual like music making.
Yep.
You know, writing down ideas instead of having a producer give you a track and be like, all right, you just have to sing these lyrics. Like they were actually physically coming up with the music, and I love watching that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, look at the song Bohemian Rhapsody, all the work they did on that to get it just right, while doing it over and over again.
That's just
where these days, they would just do a track and they would do it with the computer.
You don't even need to sing anymore.
Yeah.
Literally, you can sing like one chorus one time, and then they'll make it sound like you, like 15 versions of you sang that yourself, and then they'll just modify it and auto-tune it, and like you really don't even have to sing. Like I'm sure if I went into a studio, I'd be an amazing singer, you know, but just nobody's giving me that opportunity yet. Just kidding.
I should have. Oh, I didn't have the mic in here earlier. You were doing a little concert for me earlier.
I mean, if you want me to do my share. No, I'm just kidding. I won't. But I was in a singing group in high school for children, and we had like a Christmas album. We used to do shows at like libraries.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like not famous at all. But like in my brain, I was like a superstar. Yeah, I have my party tricks. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed the movie, and I think it's safe to say I really hope it wins an Oscar. Like I think the acting was on point. They acted, they just like became these people. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah, it could have been released in the theater and it would have been good. I think like the amount of money put in to produce it wasn't nearly as much as Bohemian Rhapsody, but
exactly.
Yeah. So the production level's a little bit lower, but yeah, that was like a great.
If anything, they should win for like best movie and costume design. I really enjoyed their outfits. It was like really colorful and fun. I was like, I want to go. Didn't it make you want to go back?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, that was like what I loved about it. I was like, this is. I would have fit
It really
in
brought
here.
you back. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, one. And I was just like loving life, non-existent. I just loved every part of it. It was great.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was how it was. It wasn't like some caricature of the 80s and stuff. Like I love that movie, The Wedding Singer, but a lot of that is like 80s stuff is exaggerated and everything.
Oh yeah.
But this was like real. That's what it was really like back then. Really brought you back. And of course the music's fantastic.
Music's great.
Yeah.
Best soundtrack.
Yeah, they think they have 4 new songs too that are on the soundtrack.
Yeah. Well, I'm spinning that like a virgin cover in my spin classes. Two of my favorite things. My favorite band, Mötley Crüe, and my favorite girl, Madonna, put together. It's like magic.
Yeah. Yep. I think that was Nikki Sixx's idea too.
He's so smart.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm happy he's like cleaned up and everything. Seems pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a highly functioning human.
Yep. And he also has his own band. It's called 6 a.m.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Not my favorite time of day.
But of course, 6 is spelled with the 2 X's.
Oh, gotcha.
And then AM, I think that's the initials of the singer. That's the lead singer for that.
Oh.
So, yeah. You'll have to check that out.
Kind of like how NSYNC took the last letter of all their names. And no, I'm just... That's true, though.
I was trying to think that, but there's no JT.
There's like an exception to the rule. Apparently, they were like, yeah, Justin's mom made it up. Took the last letter of all of our names. Like Joey, Justin, Lance. But like, there's exceptions, like JC, whatever. It works if you think about it. Chris, it does.
Oh.
You can make it up.
The only one I know is Justin.
Oh, that's okay. If you knew all of them first, last names, birthdays, I'd be a little concerned. So I'm glad you don't. That's why I'm here, guys.
I can barely remember the new kids on the block. Like I know Donnie because he's actually they're all local
Donnie
here.
Jordan, a Joey.
Oh yeah, McIntyre. Yeah, there was brother Danny.
Did we say Danny? Danny?
Yeah, there's Danny Wood.
I was
This
too
is a
young
fun
for them.
game. Yeah.
Was there Marky Mark was, despite what I thought an hour ago, was not a New Kids on the Block. He was just Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah.
Who made up that name? That is silly. That is just not right.
Yeah, he was also an underwear model back then too.
Oh, I can't imagine why. Did you hear about his like day-to-day life? He wakes up at like 3 a.m., prays, eats eggs, works out, showers, has a protein shake, meditates. He like literally wakes up at 3 in the morning.
No way.
He must go to bed at 6.
Yeah, no kidding. I wouldn't be able to do that.
No, thank you.
Day.
He works out like 4 times a day, prays a lot. Is that the secret?
Yeah.
Praying and journaling, as we've discovered today.
Yes.
It's truly the secret.
Yep.
To manifesting your destiny. Not asking for a lot. I just want to be comfortable, happy. I just want a nice life to sustain me appreciating all these famous people and being able to afford my Netflix subscription. So far, I'm doing pretty well.
What subscription?
My Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Yeah. Yep.
Doing well. I'm just a fan of being a fan of music, you know? It's cool.
Definitely.
Alrighty.
Right.
I think that's good.
Yep. So, how can people reach you?
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram at Lizzie D. Newton and search my podcast on Apple and Spotify, Liz Laugh Cry.
Yeah, I definitely highly recommend it. It's so awesome. You're like really open and
super open, if you can't tell. You know nothing about me. Just kidding. Just don't tell my mom. Yeah, so follow me on Instagram and yeah, check out my podcast if you want to hear more fun facts about things you don't need to know about.
Yeah, so if you love Lizzie here, you definitely got to check out her podcast.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. I got to reminisce about the times when I wasn't alive.
Yeah.
But, like, just know that I really do appreciate, respect how much you love the 80s. Because it was truly the best time. I wasn't there. But from what I've seen and what I hear, like, it's freaking awesome. And, like, these musicians set the stage for what I listen to. And I appreciate it so much.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I love rock stars. Sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Yeah, baby.
Ah!
All right, everybody. Take care. See you next time.
Peace out.
And remember,
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!
sit, Lizzie, sit. Good dog.